Hi, I'm Scott Humphrey, CEO of the World Floor Covering Association, and this week on Leadership Live, I want to talk to you about change. If there's ever been a time that change was forced on us, it is today with the coronavirus. So if you're one of those people who loves change, or if you're one of those people who resist change, or if you're just simply an acceptor, it doesn't matter right now. We will all change because the world around us will change. Now, I'm a bit of a change expert. I don't brag about much, but I'll have to tell you this. And I'm a change expert because I have triplet daughters who are 18 years old tomorrow. So by the time you get this message, they will have turned 18, and a son who is 4 years older. My wife and I, between us, have changed over 10,000 diapers. And so I'm the kind of change expert that you don't see on a resume. Now, my wife would tell you she changed 9,990, and I maybe changed 10, but we changed diapers. And here's one of the things that I've noticed about adults. Adults really are just babies with big bodies. That means when a baby is dirty, they will let you know that they're dirty and that they don't like their condition. Maybe they'll cry, maybe they'll walk differently, but you will notice, even if it's just the smell, the only thing they hate worse than being dirty is when you take them and lay them on their back because they're out of control. Adults will hate the situation they're in. They will hate their personal life, their spiritual life, their professional life, but the only thing they hate worse is changing it, doing something about it. Here's the reason why. Most of us find a comfort zone in our life, and we live in that comfort zone. I would just call it a rut. And a rut is simply a grave with both ends kicked out. At least that's how psychologists would say you deal with it mentally. You go back and forth living your life, but you're not really living because you're confined to doing things the same way, shopping at the same stores, driving the same way to work every day, hanging out with the same friends every weekend. Is that really living, or is there so much more if we peer outside of the rut? In May of 2005, Fast Company, an excellent business magazine, published an article called Change or Die. Now, I do a lot of speaking on business, and so I thought, well, this is going to be a great article for me because it will talk about companies that don't change die. I mean, after all, it's a business magazine, right? But that's not what it was about at all. In fact, they cited some Johns Hopkins research where they followed people that had to have open heart surgery because of their lifestyle. It caused them to get this disease. And so they had open heart surgery. And 2 years later, 90% of those people were back living the same lifestyle that caused them to have the operation. That's right. These are people that knew if they did not change, they would die, and yet still they went back to the rut. So I want to challenge you in 3 ways about change as we wrap up this Leadership Live. The first one is you want to be the one who instigates and initiates change, not the one who responds to it. Listen, a lot of us have been found adapting to change, but if change is going to happen anyway, you want to be the one that leads it. So set the stage, be offensive on change, be out there, not the one who is reacting to it. Secondly, remember, if you don't change, you will die, and maybe not the physical death, but the kind of living you do is simply inside the rut. And is that really, really living? And I would tell you it's not. Finally, I want to end with this statement. If you want something you've never had, then you've got to do something that you've never done. And that is called change. Take advantage of this opportunity. Don't let the coronavirus dictate to you what you're going to be in your personal life, your professional life, your community life, your spiritual life, or your business life. Set the stage. Go out there and lead. I challenge you. Get outside of the rut and live your life. Now go and lead.